All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Family First Life America Training Center, everybody online. Very excited about today's training. And if you're new to us, if you're new to Family First Life, if you're new to Family First Life America, we have our team's main resource and training website, fflamerica.com. An extensive amount of training on leads, phone scripts, just launched this morning. Haven't even made the post about it. The brand new website presentation. And if you go there, Julius and I spent some time on it. I spent some time with Al with it. I spent some time with Alexander Straight with it. And I spent a lot of time in my own head about it, about what I needed to learn in order to get my presentation to the level where I wanted to be, which was closing more appointments and making more money and protecting more families and making more money and making more money. And how do you do that? You get better in the home. And how do you get better in the home? You study people who make $300,000, $400,000, $500,000, $600,000, $700,000, $800,000 a year on their own pen, and they teach you what they say. And when you say what they say, you get what they get. Pretty fascinating concept. So brand new website just launched this morning. Brand new page. So fflamerica.com/presentation. There's also a link to it from the front page of FFL America. So lot of good stuff. If for ongoing training, we try to do these twice a week, try to answer questions, try to find out what's going on in the field, find out what people are struggling with, find out what people are succeeding with, and take those things and turn them into training so we can all benefit from. We have, last month, we as a team paid $364,000. That's a significant number. That's a very big number. That's a very, very big number. But that was earned by 77 people. So 77 people on our team bought leads, made dials, got uncomfortable, went out on the road, met with some families and protected them. And so great job to all of you guys. We're going to keep rolling. But what I wanted to focus today's training on, and the goal of today's training is talking about this, talking about our commission level, talking about how you can make more money per policy. And so let's kind of do an initial sort of look at the way insurance commissions work. And so we'll say, we're just for simple math, and I know how this works, is $83 a month. Doesn't matter what policy you sold. We're going to be very simple. Say it's $83 a month. Okay, $83 a month times 12 months. 12 months is going to be $1,000. Okay. So it's $1,000. The term is AP, annual premium. That's the number that we reference a lot. So two versions of annual premium: submit premium and issue paid premium. What's the difference? What's the difference, Julius?
Submit is what you submitted. Issue paid is what the client actually made a payment on.
Correct. So submit, that's how you with an IM, submit and issued. So our submit number for today as a team was $115,000. So $115,000 of insurance was potentially generated. What will actually issue pay, which is issued, means that the carrier goes, yes, we're going to grant insurance to this client, and now the policy's in force. That's approved, but the next step is when the client actually makes their first payment. That's when insurance goes live. So that's why our goal of clients is always to do immediate, if not almost immediate draft dates. Because God forbid, you sit with them, spend an hour and a half with this family, they go out the next day and get hit by a car, they didn't make their first payment, they're not covered. So the intention, if you're trying to take care of them, is get the policy in force as quick as possible. Get it issued as quickly as possible. Issued means they made their first payment. So that's a couple things you'll hear. And what we're going to talk pretty much moving forward is exclusively issue paid numbers. Okay. So coming back to our example here, how do commissions work? $83 a month times 12. I just know that equals $1,000. You use your calculator, you'll be like, oh, that's why he did that. So 12,000. So 100. So we're saying $1,000 AP potential commission. So standard commission rates. And this is what's pretty fascinating and why we are all so ridiculously lucky to be working with Family First Life. Not for, with. They're not our boss. We're not employees. We're independent contractors. We work with Family First Life. And what's so great about it is just, is our company as a whole, right? What are our current growth numbers as a company? growth number one is in in January of 2019, we had 7,000 contracted agents. A crazy big number, 7,000 contracted agents. Well, we fast forward about 8 months, August of 2019, Family First Life now has 23,000 contracted agents. 23,000. Now, granted, that sounds like, like a triple. We tripled in size. Well, we did. But there's 1.2 million licensed life insurance agents in the United States of America. So we're not even, we're a rounding error at this point as far as it goes. And so what that means for you guys is you continue to, if you'd like to build a business, you're more than welcome. You just want to sell at a high level, locking out lead counties, but whatever it is, you're a part of a company that is trending in the right direction, right? I'm not going to make any sort of puffery statements about this or that or what we're going to do. There's many things that I think we're going to do. We have many companies, many goals as a company and a leadership here at this company, what we think we could do based on what we're doing and how still at this point, no one else is offering high comp, no fees, vested renewals day one, all the great things that we do offer. So coming back around here, let's talk about a couple other companies. There's 4 other kind of companies I've chosen to pick on. 2 of them start with a P, 1 starts with an A, and 1 starts with a WFG, okay? So there's 4 companies out there that all basically start you between 25 and 40%, okay? 25 and 40%. And they're big companies. Like one of the P's had a convention in Atlanta, 50,000 contracted licensed agents showed up to their convention. 50,000, that's a lot of people. That's a lot of people. So there's a lot of other companies out there. There's other ways to sell insurance. We're talking about, what's successful in the Family First Life IMO model. IMO means insurance marketing organization. That's where you as a unknowing salesperson can plug into a system, a marketing organization, a system that's successful. We've got great training. We have access to leads. We have resources. We have full-blown annuity departments that will help you sell your annuity. They'll get on the phone with you and the client and help you close it over the phone. There's a lot of things that the umbrella of Family First Life offers to you as someone who's trying to go out and make money. Now, the thing about that is traditionally, these houses exist, IMOs exist, but they start you at significantly lower compensation rates, 40, 50, 60, lower, much lower. And that's okay for them. Well, God bless Sean and everything he stands for as being one of the finest entrepreneurs in America. He said, I don't want to do it that way. Our starting comp, and so this is just, our starting comp is going to be 80%. So by my math, that's more than 25 and 40. And we're going to give you the moon to go to. So let's just focus on this. What is my commission rate at? So let's just take the 40. If you sold this $1,000 policy, you're going to make $400, okay? Standard advance is 75%, okay? The advance means that the company is going to take a bet on you and give you upfront 9 months worth of the commissions that before they've even made a payment sometimes, giving you 9 months. And then you get those other 25% or months 10, 11, and 12 when the client makes payment 10, 11, and 12. Okay, so $400, 70%, you're going to make $300 with these other companies. Okay. If I was like, Julius, guess what, dude? You go get someone started with an insurance product and it's going to be, about $80 a month and they're going to give you $300 for doing that. Like when you say it with emphasis and excitement, he almost believes me. It doesn't look like he believes me, but I think inside he knows too much. And so that's the thing, like when you say something like, this is a brand new 1982 Honda Civic. Like it's free, a Honda Civic. Like that's far different than like, here's the keys to new Mercedes, right? We are a new Mercedes. That's what Family First Life is. So looking at this example, $300. So let's just take FFL's commissions. So we'll do the same 1,000, right? 80% of 1,000, we've got $800, right? 75% advance is going to put us at $600. So you sold $1,000 policy with companies A, W, P, and P, you're going to make a $300 advance. You sell it through FFL, $600. And so, I mean, we understand how math works. So I'm not trying to teach us, short division here. But what I'm trying to do is illustrate the fact that this is our starting contract. So everyone here starts at 80. Everyone. And what's fascinating about that is how do we go up? So that's what I want to talk about. How do we go up? And this is the thing that's not really understood. And so if you can see this and we can all see this, the way you move up is through selling. That's it. The way you move up is through selling. So if you start at an 80% contract, in order to move to an 85, you sell $5,000, issue paid 2 months in a row. That's it. 2 months in a row, you go to an 85. And now your 85 is locked in. That's the big thing too, is once you hit it, it's locked in. You don't go back. It doesn't get taken away. You don't move back down if you don't keep going. We're very liberal and generous here. So say month 1, you write 10,000. And month 2, you write 10,000. Well, you're going to jump from an 80. Turn it off. Sorry. You're going to jump from an 80 to a 90. Say your first month, you come out crazy and you write 20,000. Like a lot of people do. Clay Sweet wrote 20,000 his first month. Matt Saunders wrote 20,000 his first month. I wrote 14 my first month, so those guys are better than me. Julius wrote 18 his first month. You can write a lot of money. You know how? You buy leads and go to work, make a bunch of phone calls and fall on your face a bunch and go make some money. But guess what you do? End of the month, you pick yourself up, dust off the dirt on your cheek, and you got a bunch of cash in your bank account, and all of a sudden the pain doesn't hurt so bad. So this is the cool thing. So now you're at 100, okay? Let's say you're at 100, you're 100%. You sold 20,000 2 months in a row, now you're locked in. You want to move up to a 110, get to 40,000 2 months in a row. Or the other alternative direction is to start hiring. And this is a builder contract. And now granted, I'm very tactful and cautious with this. I don't encourage, require, urge anyone to hire anyone unless you want to. Unless you want to. I'm very passive about that. Why? I want you to sell. I want you to become the best seller, producer you can. Why? Because that puts immediate money in your pockets. I got people that come in, they're they get so excited about hiring, which is great. I love hiring too, but they haven't sold a policy. And what does that mean? That means you can't help them. You can't coach them. You can't answer the questions about a Transamerica paper app. You've never gone through a Mutual of Omaha e-app. You've never struggled through an AIG e-app, right? You've never felt the pain of a cancellation, right? You don't know what they're going through. And so if you want to build a big team, go sell a lot. You know what that's going to do? It's going to take pressure off you, etc. So if we keep going, you're at 100%. 25% of your team volume counts towards you raising your commission rate. So if your team goes up to 75,000 right here, so 75,000, or you issue pay on your own pen 30,000, your volume counts to your team. So let's do this here. Let's back up. If your team does 45,000, okay? So here's you doing 30,000, your team's doing 45,000, you now go to 105. Or you do 15,000, your team does 60,000, you go to 105. So essentially it's total team volume over here. How do you get to 110? Total team volume of $100,000. $100,000, not a significant amount. If you're writing 20 and you got 8 people writing 10 that are all they're all writing 10, where are they at? They're at a 90. They're doing good. They're happy, they're making 90%. And so this is how it works here. So the main thing is really looking at from a standpoint of how do I raise my commission rate? By selling consistently. By selling consistently. So I do there's bonuses down the road, and I mean that's kind of what I wanted to go through. Julius, you have anything you want to add on to this? We'll come over here and add some stuff onto this. Come here.
No, all right.
So,
no.
And then if you guys have any questions in here, but and this was it was a short training because I'm like, how do we raise commission rates? This is how we raise commission rates. We sell more. And so I really wanted to get this through so we have this down, but it's understanding the crazy high commission rates. This is what I want you to do. Talk about where you were, commission rates, pass through, the way it worked before.
My previous company?
Correct, your previous company. No names necessary, but just the way it worked before, and then now your experience here.
Okay. All right. How you guys doing? All you guys here and all you guys online. So I came from another IMO, as Grady mentioned, and they were doing things a little bit different. So I started out at 30% comp.
Oh.
Yeah, and they were like, you know, and I tried to sell myself like, hey, I was a leader in an organization. Like, I could do more. I deserve more. They're like, no, you don't. You got 30% and shut up and take it. Basically, I was like, okay, bye. Right. So anyway, I started at 30% comp. So of the 1,000, I would make $300 and then 75% of that. And so I started there, but I did it to supplement my income at first. Right. So I was working a full-time job. Then I get laid off. I'm like, oh man, now how am I going to live off of $300 a policy or whatever whatever it is. So I had to move up. So a few things. Not only did I get 30%, but I wasn't paid from the insurance carrier. I was actually paid by the IMO. So that means the insurance carrier paid the IMO paid me. So the delay in pay was about 2 weeks.
Oh.
Yeah. All right. You guys are all like, all right.
We're so spoiled now.
So like legit, and it's not 2 weeks from the date of submission. It was 2 days from the date of approval, right? The same thing we got here from the date it actually approves. And so it was, and actually it was upon issue, now that I think about it. So you actually had to issue it. So the payout took a while.
Generally, they pushed you in a lot of fully underwritten stuff too.
Yeah, everything we were doing was fully underwritten. We didn't have, it was rare that we had something that wasn't underwritten. I mean, there was an easy underwriting guide, but most people didn't always qualify for that because you had to be basically super healthy with no meds, all that good stuff. So anyway, so the time to get paid was 2 weeks, sometimes 3. Sometimes the IMO delayed payment for one reason or another because they have control. And then you got to get underwritten and all that stuff, right? So in order for me to move up and make higher comp, I had to recruit a whole bunch of people, meaning there was a goal of people that I had to hit. So in order for me to hit the next tier, I don't remember the numbers, but I had to recruit X number of people and have X number of production, right? So that's what it was.
I know who this is. Okay.
You may or may not. This business model is actually very prevalent in the insurance business, so it's not uncommon. There's many companies that run this model, but the reason I'm sharing that with you is when I saw FFL and all I did is a compare contrast, right? Like, here's my scenario, here's Family First Life. This looks like crap. This looks like gold. I like gold. I'm like, that's what I did. So it was just, I mean, the moment I met you, I said, hey, next day, when do I start, right? So anyway, long story short, so that's what was the scenario there. And the highest comp that we could earn was 80%, right? So it took me almost 2 years to get to 80%, and that's when I was a vice president, right? So that's the highest level that they had at that company at that time, was vice president. So for me, it was a no-brainer. It was oranges and apples, right? One company was doing it one way, FFL was doing it another. I had no lead system, which we have leads. We have clients that are raising their hand asking for help. So I was having to sell to my recruits, their family and friends. So imagine, basically what that means, guys, is I would recruit Grady. Hey, Grady, I'm going to teach you how to make thousands of dollars and just excite them and get them going, right? Like, you want to quit your job, right?
Yes, I do.
Yes, let's quit. Let's like hang each other like it's nuts, right? I don't even know what to say. But the point is we would get them so excited, so emotionally invested, and then I would say, okay, hey, now Grady, to get you going, I need you to write down 25 people's name and numbers, and we're going to get you rolling. Okay?
You can't leave the office until you do.
Basically, right? And then everyone's like, wait, why do you need the names and numbers of my friends? Well, we're going to go sell to them. Well, I didn't say it like that because then they would run out the door, but you'd have to say it in a way to make them feel okay about it. So a lot of people weren't good about that, and I didn't like that type of model because it felt like kind of you're backdooring people. So that was my experience there. My experience here is completely night and day. Everything that you guys see here, number one, there's no recruiting requirement. Yes, you need a team to get up to 140, and you're gonna, and guys, in any business, if you guys can see that, that's the highest our comp goes, 140%, right? But the key is, this really looks weird at this angle.
I know, bro. That's what I was saying.
Oh, I know. Well, let's put it back.
Just keep going.
But what I'm, I lost my train of thought. See that whole thing.
We have 140 here.
Oh, we have 140. So while this, in any business, you're going to require a team, right? Doesn't matter if you're here, if you have a Subway, if you have a barbershop, whatever business model you have, there's no such thing as a one-man show. Because if you're a one-man show, you're not a business. You're just a person doing a job that's a highly paid job, right?
Right.
And so what I really appreciated about this was that I don't have to go out and recruit a bunch of people. I can find the right people that want to be in business with me, that want to be in business with us, and make a significant income in their or impact an income in their life, and at the same time we can accomplish things together and do it, and have fun doing it, right? And so for me that was exciting because recruiting wasn't a requirement. So like Grady said, I came out my first month did 18 grand, didn't recruit a single person. I didn't have that ability at that other company because I had to recruit.
Yeah.
And so it's a very different dynamic. Does that help?
It's great. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Anything else you?
I don't know. I'll call you up in a minute.
All right. Bye-bye.
So any questions you guys have as new agents, please feel free to ask right now. We've got some time. Any of you guys here, if you got any questions ready, give me a second. I want to finish something. What Julius was talking about, there's two ways you make money in this world, right? Talent or leverage, right? You're insanely talented and you perform a task that's paid well, sports athlete, musician, someone else who's talented, athlete, musician, author, actress, right? Your talent is what's allowing you to make money, okay? So in the beginning of insurance, when you're making money off of talent. Your talent and I mean talent in your ability to push through the tough stuff, your talent and ability to dial the phone, your talent and ability to get better in the home, studying now that new presentation page on FFL America. So your talent is what's going to make you money in the beginning of your business, or what a lot of people do to make money in life. Leverage is what business owners and investors do and what successful entrepreneurs do. If you are simply just planning on selling life insurance here, that's great. You can sell a ton. We've got a lot of guys in our company who sell crazy stuff. They'll come out, they'll run for 10 days straight, write 20,000 and then take the next 20 days off and go to Thailand. Like you can build, I'm dead serious. I got a buddy in another company where he just literally he travels more than a travel blogger, but he comes home and he runs for 10 appointments 2 days in a row. And he takes the next 10 days off and goes to Ibiza or goes to Europe or goes to Mexico. And great, like he's got a cool life. I have kids and I don't want to do that. Like I wouldn't mind going to Ibiza, but like, just kidding here. But so what I'm trying to say is though, if your goal is just to sell insurance here, then good. But if your goal is to ascend up this commission chart, is to ascend up here and to put yourself in a position where, yes, you're at a 130, 140. Again, you can bring people on and you can make a good spread and then you can help them buy leads and you can build a business where you're helping other agents free themselves from their BS jobs. You're freeing other agents like Julius from their other BS IMOs. You're putting people who've got talent and ability and energy who've never seen an opportunity like we have at Family First Life. That's the recruiting arm. I like recruiting. I don't require you to do it. You don't hear me talk about it a lot because I don't want you to have some relationship with me where you think all Grady wants me to do is to bring people onto the team. That's not what I want you to do. I want you to make a lot of money selling on your own pen. That's what I want you to do. That's what I'll tell you. And if you decide that at some point, hey, this team building stuff kind of looks cool too. I know a few buddies who might be good at this. I'll talk to them with you. I'll talk to them for you. We'll introduce them to our overview video and we'll tell them how it works. And we'll bring them into our warm world, our positive ecosystem where we can help each other grow and you can bless people like I've been blessed, like Julius has been blessed, like Ashley's been blessed. Like a lot of our new up and coming producers are going, holy cow, I made $7,000 last week and that's more than I made in the last 2 months. And all I did was just buy $700 in leads and make some phone calls and go see some people. Okay, I'm gonna keep doing that. And so that's really the kind of what I'm going here, but like what I'm trying to get you to understand is if you don't understand the way you make money, it's either talent or leverage. You're highly talented at selling life insurance because a lot of our top producers, $400,000, $500,000, $600,000 a year they make on their own pen. They don't have a team. So you know what they have to do? If they don't get up and sell next January 1, they won't have any money coming in. They are a self-employed one-man business owner. You study the Robert Kiyosaki quadrants and stuff like that. We'll learn about business. But your goal is to do both. Like, I sell the most on this team. Why? Because I want the right to coach you. I want the right. I'm waiting for the shining star to come up and just knock me on my face and start rocking 40 a month. We're going to have a good battle. But my goal is to be the number one producer on this team, only for the reason that I want the right, one, to coach you, but I want you to have faith and trust that I know what I'm doing, because I believe I do. And so far, 364 is pretty good, right? So, said lovingly. But it's all because of you guys. It's not me. I can't sell 364 on my own pen. That's impossible. What I can do is find great people and help you fix your flaws and help you overcome your hurdles and put you in a position where you can go out there and make more money. And that's by closing more, and that's by creating great tools. So, talent or leverage, understand that, think about that. What's your goal here? Just to sell a lot? Great. Build a team? Great. I support you in both. Whatever it is you want to do, we can do that here. So there's a couple questions here. If you guys have any questions, let's use yours, but this one guy's been asking a bunch, and I want to make sure I read it. So if an agent writes 20,000 issue paid and 3 of their agents write 10,000, this equate to 50,000. Yes. Great question, Craig, and that's exactly correct. 50,000 if you do 20 and they do 10 and 10. Based on individual production, I'm missing the back of your question, but yes, your volume plus your teams equals your volume, okay? There's no like the people who are like, well, where's the trick? Like, where's the smoke and mirrors? Like, no, there's no BS here. Like, there's no like hoops and ladders and fuddy nonsense. Like, there's no gotcha. Like, there's no gotcha at the end. Like, there isn't. I mean, there isn't. And that's what's fascinating about, like, the commission rates are the commission rates. You go up. We're as generous as we can be. And that's a really, different. People are always like, I always say this on every time I'm talking to a new agent, and I say what I like about FFL is our top people make a lot of money, like multi-million dollars a year, which you'd never know, because they wear Vans and they drive Nissans and they're very humble, and you don't know these people make $200,000, $300,000, $400,000 a month because they don't shove it in your face. That's what's a very different environment about Family First Life. Is you go into some other sales organizations, and the top guys are showing you their new watch, and they're showing you their Louis Vuitton belt and their Lamborghini out front. And it's like, and this is a big thing about Sean. Sean's belief is no man, no woman, respectfully, Jen, Eileen, Ashley, Marissa, Shan, okay. No person has ever wanted to work harder based on the luxuries and vacations another man has taken, right? That doesn't inspire anyone to want to work harder. You'll never see me posting about vacations or whatever, or stuff. It doesn't do anything. I'll post pictures of my kids, and I'll post pictures of Julia selling a bunch of insurance and Ashley kicking butt. I'll post pictures of you guys, because that's what matters. But I'm like really digging in here for a second, because I want you to understand like the core ethics of what FFL is. It's we as a whole communal communal goal is to like grow everybody. Like, that's it. It's not like, hey, go work hard so Sean can buy a private jet. Like, that's the weirdest thing ever. And what you'll find here is just a whole bunch of people who just care about each other. So, you're all involved in FFL. I know I'm on this commercial right now. But Craig says he's still confused. Craig, call your enroller or call me direct. I'll help you out, buddy. At what point should a new agent begin recruiting? Great question, Gabriel Hill. It's up to them, right? It's very much up to them. I always, as I said this entire thing, you're not required to recruit. I don't recommend you to recruit if you don't want to, because I don't want to have to explain to the person that you brought on that you're a loser, that you quit and gave up, and now, hey, you're going to work with me now. Like, I want you to be the person who's going out there and making it happen, so I can point to your recruit and go, look at how good Thane is doing, right? Thane went out in his first month. He wrote 17,000. He kicked butt. You're his buddy from college. Cool, man. Yeah, Thane's kicking butt here. Like, I want that relationship through the agent and through the recruit, because it validates the whole thing. The whole thing is, does this work, right? Trey Honeycutt, one of our executive vice presidents, his team does about 500,000 a month. He says, my goal with an agent is to get them to buy leads, get them to make a sale from leads, and then get them to make another sale from leads, and then get out of the way. And so it's about validating the model. If you come in here and you don't do these things, which are simple, buy some leads and call them and go meet with them because they requested it and go sell them, you're just hanging out. And like, you know, it's not that fun to hang out around a bunch of people that are making $20,000 a month, and you're sitting there going, I'm gonna get started someday. You know, you guys are great. You guys are great. Like you guys, like we don't need any more cheerleaders. Like I'm happy enough for all of us. I promise you that. Like we don't need any more cheerleaders. So the answer to your question, when should you start recruiting, is when you feel like you're ready to do so. And I think that it's almost, as weird as that sounds, you almost will know. You'll almost know because you're comfortable and confident in your selling. You're like, hey, I want to introduce this to a few people. For me, my story, I've told it a few times. I started last January on the January 3rd. I sold 14,000 my first month. In January of last year, February, I sold 8 because I took a vacation, because that's what you do when you make more money than you've ever made in your whole life. 8 in a month, you go take a vacation, right? No, you don't do that, because when you start a new business, you need to work it like it's a new business. And then my wife kicked my butt. And then in March of last year, I sold 31. And my life has never been the same since that month. I made the decision. I bought a ton of leads. I dialed my face off. I also got better. That's a big thing that a lot of you are not giving yourself credit for, is momentum. You will get better. You will get better on the phone. You will get better in the home. You'll get better at getting in the door. You'll get better at no-shows. You'll get better at all the things that you're not good at your first month and your second month and in my third month. The stuff I would suck on in my third month, I'm better now in my 18th month. So that's a big thing for you, is to push through. And so when I hit 31, Gabe, as I'm talking to you, that point light bulb went off. And I was like, okay, I just made more money than I've ever made in ever. And at that point in April, I kind of made the decision I was looking to start hiring. And in May, I went full force. And in May of last year, I made the decision, the intended decision, that I wanted to be vice president by November. That was my goal. I mapped it out months ahead. November. I wrote it down and tattooed it on my chest. You can't see it, but like I was dead serious about going vice president, and I just went to work. I sold my butt off 20, 25, 30 every single month. At the same time, I'm on the phone 24/7 talking to new agents, saying, hey, this is what we have here. This is what I do here. This is what I sell here. You want to do it or not do it? And then I just guerrilla marketed all the way up. And a lot of you guys are still here who were there with me. Some people have gone on. Some people didn't make it. They did not make it out of anything that I did. FFL didn't change. They just decided to stop buying leads and stop working. And that's okay. This isn't for everybody. This a lot. Some of you on here, this might not be for you long term. This is for me. This feeds my soul. The ability for people to go out in the marketplace with a bow staff and a hatchet and bring home meat, I love saying that line, is one of the most gratifying things, that I can go out and make money, right? My kids get sick. My team's gone. As long as I have my insurance license and leads, I can make money. And that's a validating thing that you guys need to take with you, is that you now hold the keys to as much income as you want. The locked door of society that said, hey, you're never going to make $5,000 a month, $10,000 a month, $20,000 a month, $30,000 a month, is now wide open. And it's all at the end of your credit card and your cell phone. Buy some leads and call the crap out of them, book some appointments, go see them, study our training, and the income is yours. So we hit vice president in November, and then it's been a meteoric rise since then with working with a ton of great talent. So long answer to a short question, Gabe, I would tell you when they feel they're ready. And that's would be, I'm not going to require anyone to give me a list of 25 today. And it's not like that. I don't want you to want to do that. I don't want to make you to do that. So any questions for you guys here? Anything I can answer for you? Question that isn't asked doesn't get answered. Someone have a question? Can we make up a question? Or are we just going to... No one's got questions. All right. Well, then I will end it there.
What would you recommend for someone that wants to build a team?
What would I recommend for someone that wants to be more specific?
For someone that wants to build a team that's just getting started.
Okay. No writers, brand new?
Brand new, maybe,
okay.
Whether they've written business or not.
Okay.
What would you recommend for them? Where do they start to bring people on potentially?
Okay, so they're writing. Yes. They're writing. They
just started writing.
They just started. How many months in?
Just started. Not 30 days.
30 days. Okay. They're 30 days in, and they want to build a team.
And they want to build a team. They don't want to wait.
Okay. That's cool. That's good. That's commendable. They see the upside. I would tell them to start talking to people. So here's the main thing you want to use for recruiting. Use the video. The video. It's located 2 places, familyfirstlifeamerica.com or the rogueimo.com, or in the hiring channel, you can get access to that. There's a website, the rogueimo.com/register. You can get your own version of a recruiting video. I would drive people to a video, let them watch it. 3 things are gonna happen. 1, they won't watch it. 2, they will watch it and not be interested. 3, they'll watch it and have questions and wanna decide if they wanna move forward with you or not. So for a new person, hypothetically, this new person 30 days in, my suggestion to them would be getting maybe even more market people, a couple friends, a couple family, and how you recruit when you're new is you recruit off your most recent win. What does that mean? Yesterday, I wrote $2,200 and made $2,200. Still amazing, best business ever. And that's what I would tell someone. So, hi Jim, what's up? My name's Grady. What's up? Hi Jim, this is Grady Polson, Family First Life. I'm we're checking about Family First Life. Yeah, I'm a fascinating company. And yesterday I made $2,200. This business is incredible, off of a few leads. Okay. If you've been here a little longer, I made $7,000 last week, right? I made $18,000 last month. I've done $55,000 so far on the year so far, and I've only been with this company for 3 months. You recruit out your most recent wins. Why? Because if you're selling, it's easy to talk to you about what you're doing. Right? If I have no issues recruiting anybody, because I'm honest, I work hard, and if someone wants to work hard and be in a good opportunity, they will resonate with my energy. Most people do, right? Some people have, there's some weirdos out there that I just don't get along with, but I'm pretty easy to get along with, because I'll just try to find out what their hot buttons are, whether or not it's making more money, whether or not it's time freedom with their family, whether or not it's an opportunity to build something that's real, an insurance-based business that has passive income, whatever the goal is. So that's what I would advise new agent, is to get people to a video. Now you can do cold marketing tactics, Craigslist, ZipRecruiter, Indeed. We've got different companies that will even generate interested agent leads. All are possible options. But it would just be, and to answer the question with a one-word sentence, would be just start talking to a lot of people. Start talking to a lot of people, collecting a list of those people, following up with them like a professional, right? That's what I would advise them to do. And if they wanted to grow a team, it's just really creating that intent and communicating with people. I mean, it's leadership's is a weird thing, man. It's taking someone whom you don't know and then getting them to trust you based on your previous actions, because they don't know what your future actions are. They haven't seen them. So my past actions are I've done X. This is what I'm telling you I'm going to do going forward. Do you trust me? And I know we've only met each other for 7 minutes. So it's like, okay. And it's trying to figure that out. But as you progress and do it more, just like with selling, you will become a better recruiter.
I'll say 2 things. One, everyone knows somebody, and almost everyone knows someone that either has a second job, needs supplemental income, or wants a career change. And so just starting to have intentional conversations with them will help, and just telling them what we do and showing them the video. So just making it known to people they know, because that one's probably easier than it is cold market recruiting initially. And then I'd say second is, after they watch the video, leverage the person who was helping you, right? Leverage you, leverage me, leverage Ashley, because we already have the experience, so we can help recruit them and bring them in on their team too.
I like it. It's good. It's good. Third-party credibility. So best way for a new agent to start getting recruits, I think Gabe Julius answered it pretty well. It's just even starting more market, right? If I had some buddies whom I worked with selling cars, and now I've stopped selling cars and I'm making money in insurance, I would tell my buddies, say, hey man, this may or may not be for you, but this is what I found. My past week, I made $7,000. It's crazy. Check out this video. Let me know if you like what you see. And be real passive and get them to check out the video. The video does the job, because it's called third-party credibility. If you point your energy at a tool, the tool's doing the presentation. In this situation of Jim and his car buddies, they know Jim is the guy who goes out on happy hour and gets too messed up that he can't drive home and takes an Uber. They don't know him as a successful insurance broker whom is someone they would trust with moving forward. But they do trust the video, because on the video, for some reason, you put it on the internet and it's almost like it's Bible, right? For some reason, it's like the most truthful place out there is the internet. So if these people go and watch this video, now all of a sudden the trust is created, and they go, wow, this is the company you're involved in? Okay, perfect. And then they don't really trust Jim, so they get Jim on the phone with their upline, and someone say, hey, yeah, you work with Jim at the car lot? Jim kicked butt, passed $7 grand. Jim's working with me directly. I can help you guys too. Boom. Now all of a sudden you've created trust, credibility triangle, and now you're able to recruit. So that's kind of how you recruit to a degree. Very, very soft. Maybe we'll do like a full how to recruit video at some point. I'll teach you guys like everything the way it works. But the main thing with the premise of this training today was commission rates. Where you start at isn't where you need to stay at, right? There's no reason to stay here. No one should be at an 80 unless you just plan on quitting. Because if you go sell 5,000 two months in a row, you're up to 85, you're up to 90, 95. Get yourself to 100. 100% commission rate. I can't tell you how many people I talk to who are contracted and licensed through so many different companies on a daily basis that have never even heard. Like 100% contract is like the owner's contract. It would be like Sean Mike's contract at all these other places. Yet you can get there by just selling 2,000, 20,000 2 months in a row and put a significant amount of money in your bank account. Now you're locked in at 100% forever. So for you guys, I challenge you. I'm excited for you, but work your way up here. Get yourself, start. If you want to build a team, start looking at the way you grow your team. We're missing one right here. There's 50,000 goes right in the middle here, and that makes you a sales manager. That's a very important role. It's the first role of leadership in our company. As far as agency building, then 100,000 senior sales manager and 150,000 vice president. So these are goals that a lot of people are pushing towards. So thankful for you guys for showing up. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for joining us online. If you have any questions, shoot me a message directly in Slack. And look forward to seeing you guys on the next one. We'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.